Matcap materials in Three.js. It's a super simple way to make meshes look beautifully lit without setting up actual lights in your scene. So let's download a template so that we can get started. Go to my GitHub, click repositories and search WebGPU, or just click this one right here. Copy the address here. Playground. Git clone. Paste that. Good. Come into the Three.js WebGPU template. You can open up the JavaScript file. That's where we'll do most of our work. I'm going to click Go Live. And go into the folder in which I downloaded this thing. There it is. So inside of Three.js, we'll use the MeshMatcapNodeMaterial. We're using the WebGPURenderer because I feel like that's where all the new stuff is going. So I want to work in there to be a part of that new ecosystem. You can still use the WebGL renderer, no problem. But I'm using WebGPU. Okay. Let's come in here and create a new material. I'm going to change this from the mesh standard material to the MeshMatcapNodeMaterial. I'm going to remove this color declaration and that node as well. So there's the Matcap material without a Matcap texture. Matcap. What I'm doing is I'm going to assign a Matcap texture. I actually don't like to do it this way. Text loader. This feels more natural to me. Yeah. The repo does not contain Matcap materials, but I happen to have a few sitting here. I went and searched the internet for Matcap free, and I came across this site here. I don't know anything about nexi.com. I hope they're good people. Anyway, I found this Matcap pack and I clicked to download it, and if you submit your email address and you can get this texture pack for free. These are all Matcaps. Okay, back to our scene. Here we are. There's no Matcap there. Let's assign one. Okay, I'm creating a new directory inside of my project called textures, and I just dragged a bunch of these different textures that I just downloaded in here. And this is what they look like. This is a Matcap material. Instead of calculating realistic lighting, it uses a baked texture. It looks like a shaded sphere. This is to fake the lighting across the surface of the geometry we have here. It's awesome for materials like clay, or in this case, skin, glossy paint, chrome or metal, and lots of other things. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to load one of these guys. Textures / we'll start with blood.png. And I don't need this. I can use this shorthand like this, Matcap. Okay, so there's blood. Let's try another one. How about glow.png? That's pretty cool. All right, check this out. So that's this, right? I'm inside of, on my Mac, I'm inside of preview right now. I'm going to come here and adjust color. And I just want to tweak this and see how that affects our material. So I'm going to push the black toward the edges a little bit more. Like that. I'm just adjusting the color of this image, and then I'll save it. And now look at it. Isn't that cool? I got a little bit more black in there. I don't know if it's super cool. Oh, no, I won't do that. Okay, so let's try another one. Let's try metal. Okay, it's pretty good. Again, I'm going to open this up in preview and go to Tools, Adjust Color, and do Auto Levels. Does it change it much? I just want to increase like the blacks and the brights a little bit. Kind of crushing the blacks, I think that you call that. I don't know. Does it look any better? So a problem with this one is you can see what are supposed to be scratches are kind of sliding around on the surface. It's not very effective. A more chrome-like thing would look better. Or in this case, I have one called Pearl 5. Let's try that. I think this is going to look a lot better. Yeah, right? Okay. I have another, hang on, I'm going bonkers here. Let's try copper. Because there's so many cool. Nice, that looks great. But let's get a proper chrome. Here's a proper chrome. Chrome. Wow. Oh, I was going to show off one that's non-metallic. Skin. Oh, I didn't find skin. It's skin 4. All right. So an important note about Matcap materials. The scene lights do not affect it. So if you add a directional light or a point light to your scene, your mesh with a Matcap material doesn't care. I already have a hemisphere light in here. I'll get rid of that. And get rid of the Matcap. It just doesn't care. If I made this a mesh standard material again, or a mesh Lambert material, even with a color, no. It doesn't have any lighting information, but the Matcap material doesn't care. Let's try this spiral real quick. This is an aside, but let's just see. The look of this comes from the interaction of that Matcap texture with the shape of the normals on your geometry. So, hang on. There's the Matcap texture. Let's show the normals. We can use the normal helper to show it. I haven't really used that, but let's just jump in and see what we can find out. All right, I have to look this up real quick. Come to Three.js, click on the documentation, normal. Helper. There, VertexNormalsHelper. All right, let's try that. I guess it's an add-on, so I need to import it. Let's import it. Oh my God. Let's just kill the Matcap for a second so we can just see the helper. So there's the normals on that. Okay, well, let's kill that. That's really noisy. Turn on the Matcap again. Let's see how this looks with different models. The look of the Matcap comes mostly from the interaction of the texture with the shape of the normals of your geometry. Matcaps works best on smooth materials with nice normals. Let's test that idea. So I'm going to import the GLTF loader from add-ons. Okay. Now I want to instantiate it and load it. So I'm going to replace this geometry. I'm going to put my loader code there. Const glb loader equals a new GLTF loader. I'm going to load async. Oh, I need to create a models directory. Oh, that's not right. Let's try it again. Models. Good. And I happen to have a bunch of models just sitting around. Let's start with this Asaro head. Asaro head. Wow. This is a little bit hacky. GLTF scene equals that. Now traverse it. Let geometry and then traverse. If the child is a mesh, then assign that. I happen to know, in this case, I also want to center it. Child dot geometry dot center. Let's see how that looks. And let's fix the typo. Better. I'm going to kill the X rotation for this guy. Oh boy. It's a little bit hacky, but not dot rotation dot X equals math.pi divided by 2. Great. And then we'll just rotate that like that. No, let's do Z. Great. I can also scale it up, not dot scale dot set scalar, and make it 2, so it's slightly bigger. Do we want to look at any other ones like Chrome? I feel like this is going to be boring. It's not boring. It's interesting. Ooh, let's check out Glow. Nope. Getting a little excited. I like Glow. That looks very interesting. While we're here, let's load up another model real quick, like this dragon. And I want to undo those transformations I made for the moment. Wow. Let's set scalar 0.2. And turn off rotation for the moment. There's a dragon model. I want to rotate it X. Yeah, like that. And then rotate the Z. Yeah. What do you think? Does that look good? Let's see what it looks like on a flat model. I'm just going to comment out this code for a moment and define a geometry that's flat, like a icosahedron geometry. That's 2.0 in radius with 0 detail. I meant bigger than that, like 6. You can see once it's got these really flat edges, it's not as effective. It doesn't look as good. Skin 4. That's nice. The kind of matte material looks nice. But those kind of glossy, like this copper is not going to look good, I bet. I mean, it looks okay. I want to get our GLTF back. It's not physically accurate. It does not give you real reflections, and it's probably not the right choice when you need realistic lighting. But when you want something that looks really nice, really fast, Matcap is perfect. I want to compare our Matcap material with a mesh standard material that has environment lighting, because then you can really see the trade-off. There's less realism, but way more speed and simplicity with the Matcap material. All right, with our hand, let's change this to a mesh physical material, or it could be mesh standard material. And get rid of the Matcap. Well, let's see what it looks like. First of all, we got to add our light back. Okay. Let's see if we use the Matcap just as a texture map. Let's see what that looks like. Whoa, look at that. That's wild. What's the quickest way to get environment lighting? I think I'll use the Ultra HDR loader. Import Ultra HDR loader. And now I want to pull that in right near the top, right here. I'm going to const HDR loader equals a new Ultra HDR loader, and then load this async. I really just want to show the difference between the physically correct lighting and the Matcap material. All right, I found an environment. I'm just going to drag it over to my project. Here's this Ultra HDR. By the way, this Ultra HDR is available in the Three.js source code. Let's see if that works. Oh, okay, great. And I actually don't need that hemisphere light anymore. I'm using the lighting of the scene. And let's turn off that map. That's kind of distracting. Where is that? Here. Instead, I want to say the roughness is some value, like it's not rough at all, or it's very rough rather. Wait, no, sorry. It's not rough at all. And metalness is 1. Look at that. How cool is that? Already you've got this chrome. And if I set the background to this HDR texture, you can see the background. Whoops, I need to not assign it 2 times. So there's the background. And you can see this is reflecting the background. I think it looks so cool. For more on realistic rendering, check out this video here.